Thank you so much, Steph. We begin with an exclusive City News unveiling some data finding that 1 in 3 Toronto public schools has an active case of COVID-19. That's more than double the average that the province is reporting. So let's break this down. In Toronto, there are 206 public schools with active cases of at least one student or staff member, or 35%. 79 Toronto Catholic schools with active cases, 40%. And in Brampton, 48% of all schools, public and Catholic, have active cases. On Monday, the province's education minister claiming that over 99.9% of students and staff are COVID-free. The health minister insists schools are safe.
There are rigorous protocols that have been put in place to keep them safe, and so that is something that we are continuing with. If the circumstances change and there's a huge increase in the number of cases at schools, we might have to take another look at it.
When asked about those updated numbers, Premier Ford said it set off alarm bells, but denied that his government has been downplaying the severity of the virus within the school setting. Now, the Ford government is also rolling out 2 new COVID-19 rapid tests. They are targeted at frontline workers.
The new rapid tests are game changers. These new tests can turn around test results in minutes instead of days.
These tests have been deployed to hard-hit regions as well as rural areas and used to screen staff at long-term care homes and other essential workplaces. The province ordered 98,000 of these ID Now rapid tests and 1.2 million PanBio rapid antigen tests. As for regular COVID tests, have you ever wondered where they get processed? Coming up here at 8 o'clock, we're going to talk to City News reporter Tina Yazdani. She has an exclusive look inside one of those facilities, and it's called Life Lab. So we'll bring that to you in a couple hours' time. Now, we are expected to hear what the holiday season is going to look like during this pandemic. The province is expected to release its holiday guidelines later today, and it comes as Toronto and Peel have entered lockdown. That will stay in place at least until the week of Christmas. Under lockdown restrictions, indoor gatherings banned with anyone outside of your immediate household. Ontario's latest modeling showing the province could see up to 6,500 new daily cases by mid-December. Okay, so we talked about this off the top of the show. After a full day of defying COVID restrictions, the City of Toronto says it has now closed Adamson BBQ in Etobicoke after serving customers indoors during the lockdown. So here's what it looked like.
You need a 3-layer.
It was a tense scene, tempers flaring at times, many anti-mask demonstrators clashing with others in support of the province's health measures. Now, this comes after the owner, Adam Skelly, posted a message saying he would open for full dine-in services. However, Toronto police said there were too many people inside to safely shut down that restaurant. Later in the afternoon, Toronto Public Health issued an order to immediately close the restaurant. It's unclear if they're going to open today. According to a social media post, it looks like that's what's going to be happening, so we will be following this story very closely. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what some other businesses are doing. And this is in Roncesvalles, Toronto's West End, launching a campaign to encourage residents to shop locally during the second wave of the pandemic. The area's BIA says many businesses on the street are close to closing.
Every month we're asking business owners, how close are you to closing your doors? And we're getting over 50% respondents saying, I don't know if I'm going to make it next month.
The campaign has dozens of stores covering up their windows with for lease signs. And the BIA says at least a dozen stores have already closed during the pandemic. The campaign is aimed at reminding people that they can get whatever they need locally and they do not have to go to a big box store. And we are standing by live right now along Roncesvalles, where many of the businesses some actually still have those for lease signs up right now. Doesn't look like the ones that we have here in this shot, just sort of the remainder of some of them right now. They're hoping, though, that this message will spread to other areas as we head into the holiday season. Definitely something to keep in mind. There's one of those signs. All right, so don't be alarmed if you hear an emergency alert today. You know the one I'm talking about. The broadcast system. Oh, well, that's the one. Oh, yeah, that's the one. The broadcast system is being tested right across the country. So that's what you're going to hear when the emergency public alert is tested on your smartphone, your radio, and your TV today. The CRTC says all provinces and territories, except for Nunavut, will be getting this alert. Ontario's, it's going to be happening at 12:55 this afternoon. Officials say testing is needed to check performance and reliability of this system so that they know it's going to work in a life-threatening situation. Well, with winter getaways and trips down south not an option for many people this year, will we see a spike in tourism here in Ontario? And will businesses be ready for that? Coming up at 7:30, I'm going to be speaking with a representative from Blue Mountain to see how they're bracing for a possible surge in activity amid this second wave. And coming up next in business, Tesla's Elon Musk moving on up on that world's richest list. Wow, must be nice. 680 senior business editor Mike Epple, he's going to break it all down for you coming up.